Okay, good morning. Today we're going to be covering our third of the stories of Edgar Allan Poe. Today we're going to be reading The Telltale Heart, okay? We're done with The Fall of the House of Usher, part 1, part 2, part 3. We're done with The Black Cat, and you have seen already the pattern of the stories of Edgar Allan Poe. Basically similar, and you're going to see a lot of similarities between The Telltale Heart and The Black Cat. And you're going to see basically at the end of the story, you're going to see big time a lot of similarities, okay? So volunteer to read Telltale Heart. Go ahead, Mark.
It's true. Yes, I have been ill, very ill. But why do you say that I have lost control of my mind? Why do you say that I am mad? Can you not see that I have control of my mind? Is it not clear that I am not mad?
This, our narrator, is trying to convince either the reader or himself that he is not mad or that he is not crazy. So that's the purpose right now. The narrator will try to persuade either the reader or the person he's speaking to or himself that he is not ill from upstairs, that he's not mentally ill. Go ahead.
Indeed, the illness only made my mind, my feelings, my senses stronger, more powerful. My sense of hearing especially became more powerful.
Okay, very important. What is the sense that is mostly developed? The hearing sense. Very important that you don't forget that throughout the story.
I could hear sounds I had never heard before. I heard sounds from heaven, and I heard sounds from hell. Listen, I will tell you now how it happened. You will see. You will hear how healthy my mind is.
How healthy my mind. My mind is completely healthy. I may sound that I'm mad, but I'm not.
It is impossible to say how the idea first entered my head. There was no reason for what I did. I did not hate the old man. I even loved him. He had never hurt me. I did not want his money. I think it was his eye. His eye was like the eye of vulture. The eye of one of those terrible birds that watch and wait while animal dies, and then they fall upon the dead body and pull into pieces to eat it.
Okay, stop there. What is the problem that is happening with our narrator? He's living with a person. Who's that person? An old man. However, there's something about the old man that this guy is like, there's something wrong about it. What is that? His eye. An eye that he's describing as the what? Look at the description. His eye was like an eye of a vulture, the eye of one of those terrible birds that watch and wait when an animal dies. It's like an eye, he describes that eye like the eye of a vulture that is right there waiting for a dead animal to go right there. Go ahead.
When the old man looked at me with his vulture eye, a cold feeling went up and down my back. Even my blood became cold, and so I finally decided I had to kill the old man and close the eye forever.
The only way. So you're going to see that it's different from the Black Cat. What did the narrator in the Black Cat do to the cat? Before killing him? Took the eye, like just with a knife, took the eye. However, the narrator in the Telltale Heart is not going to take out the eye. He's going to what? That's his intention. I'm going to kill the old man. That's the way that I'm going to shut the eye forever. Go ahead.
So you think that I am mad? A madman cannot plan.
Ooh, that line is very important. Read it again.
So you think that I am mad? A madman cannot plan.
Do you agree or disagree with that? Why?
Because you maybe are not trying to do that, but your mind, you're not functioning, and you just do it.
Okay? It could be that probably you don't want to do it, but just your mind innate is going to do it. It's going to do probably takes control of it. This guy's going to plan everything. before the killing of the man. And after killing the man, he's going to do something that is going to be very well planned. So pay attention to his plan before murdering the old man and after he murders the old man. Pay attention to that. Go ahead.
But you should have seen me. During all that week, I was friendly to the old man as I could be, and warm and loving. Every night, about 12 o'clock, I slowly opened his door.
Every night at midnight, he's going to go to the room of the old man. Why? They live together, okay?
And when the door was opened wide enough, I put my hand in, and then my head. In my hand, I held a light covered with a cloth so that no light showed. And I stood there quietly. Then, carefully, I lifted the cloth, yes, a little, so that a single thin, small light fell across that eye.
Right? This guy is looking to have a glimpse of the eye. However, he is not able to have a glimpse of the eye because the old man is what?
Asleep.
Asleep. So he's going to wait patiently every single night for that eye. He's going to be focusing that eye. So when that eye opens for some reason, that's the signal. That's the moment that he's going to shut the eye off. Go ahead.
For 7 nights, I did this.
7 nights.
7 long nights.
He's going to do the same repeatedly over and over and over. 7 nights.
Every night at midnight. Always the eye was closed, so it was impossible for me to do the work. For it was not the old man I felt I had to kill. It was the eye.
So he's saying, I don't hate the old man. The issue here is not with the old man. The issue here is with his eye.
And every morning I went to his room, and with a warm, friendly voice I asked him how he had slept.
Every single morning, hey, what's up? How you slept last night? So he's acting every morning like nothing happened. All right.
Wait.
Yeah.
He'd go every night to
7 straight nights. He's gonna go and open the door, and with a little light, at midnight, he's gonna right there flash at the old man to see if he could get a glimpse of the eye. But remember, the eye is closed because he's asleep. Okay, go ahead.
He could not guess that every night, just at 12, I looked in at him as he slept. The 8th night, I was more than usually careful as I opened the door.
This is gonna be the crucial night. Night number 8.
The hands of a clock moved more quickly than did my hand. Never before had I felt so strongly my own power. I was now sure of
The
success.
narrator is saying, this is it. I know that tonight is going to be the night that I'm going to knock this eye forever. Cold. Done. It's not going to trouble me anymore. It's not going to bother me anymore.
You would be 9, 8. The old man.
On the 8th night. On number 8. Go ahead.
The old man was lying there, not dreaming that I was at his door. Suddenly he moved in his bed. You may think I became afraid, but no. The darkness in his room was thick and black.
So the narrator is cold blood. The old man moved and he didn't blink. He's like right there. I'm waiting for you. Go ahead.
I knew he could not see the opening door. I continued to push the door, slowly, softly. I put in my hand with the covered light. Suddenly the old man sat straight up in the bed and cried, "Who's there?"
How do we know that the 8th night is going to be the night that he's going to kill him?
Because the old man wakes.
Because he's awake. If he's awake, he's able to what? To see the eye. Very important. Go ahead.
I stood quite still. For a whole hour I did not move, nor did I hear him again lie down in his bed. He just sat there, listening. Then I heard a sound, a low cry of fear which escaped from the old man. Now I knew that he was sitting up in his bed, filled with fear. I knew that he knew that I was there. He did not see me there. He could not hear me there. He felt me there. Now he knew that death was standing there. Slowly, little by little, I lifted the cloth until a small light escaped from under it to fall upon the vulture eye. It was open, wide open, and my anger increased as it looked straight at me.
Right there. So by the eyes right there looking at the narrator, that made the narrator snap. You know what? Now is the moment.
I could not see the old man's face, only that eye, that hard blue eye.
What is the color? What is the color of the eye? Blue.
And the blood in my body became like ice. Have I not told you that my hearing had become unusually strong? Now I could hear a quick, low, soft sound like the sound of a clock heard through a wall. It was the beating of the old man's heart. I tried to stand quietly, but the sound grew louder.
It's like he developed the hearing sense. So he's gonna listen to what?
His heart.
That heart beating. Big time.
The old man's fear must have been great indeed, and as the sound grew louder, my anger became greater and more painful. But it was more than anger. In the quiet night, in the dark silence of the bedroom, my anger became fear, for the heart was beating so loudly that I was sure someone must hear.
Imagine he's saying that heart is beating so loud that I think neighbors are going to be able to listen to what's happening. Look at the thoughts of that narrator. Go ahead.
The time had come. I rushed into the room crying, "Die, die." The old man gave a loud cry of fear as I fell upon him and held the bed covers tightly over his head. Still his heart was beating, but I smiled as I felt that success was near.
So is the narrator enjoying what he's doing or not?
Yes.
He is. Smiling at success.
For many minutes that heart continued to beat, but at last the beating stopped. The old man was dead. I took away the bed covers and held my ear over his heart.
So he's going to take out the bed covers. Remember, he's going to suffocate the old man all the way to his death. So when he's dead, takes out the covers and he's going to put his ear right there in the chest of the old man to verify if the heart is beating. Go ahead.
There was no sound. Yes, he was dead, dead as a stone. His eye would trouble me no more. So I am mad, you say. You should have seen how careful I was to put the body where no one could find it.
Well, he already planned how he's going to kill it. From now on, he is going to explain what did he do with the body.
First, I cut off the head, then the arms and the legs. I was careful not to let a single drop of blood fall on the floor.
What do you think is not letting a single drop of blood? So he doesn't leave evidence.
I pulled off 3 of the boards that formed the floor.
Okay, time out. He cut first the head,
And the arm.
decapitate, then the arms, then the legs. Why do you think he's doing this?
Compact, to make it compact.
To make it compact. Hey, I'm going to give you a fun fact. If you go, I don't know if it's available still on Netflix, but on Netflix, there's a documentary about a jail in Puerto Rico, I think I said it, called Oso Blanco.
Oh.
Okay. In that documentary, they're going to explain that when the prisoners were in jail and they killed a prisoner, they used the toilets to flush the body, like the parts to flush them down the toilet. That's something that it was real. It happened. And you can, when you see the documentary, you're going to see it all along, and you're going to see the narration and explaining how things happen. And they use like the pillow sheets. They'll put those body parts right there, and they're going to smash the pillow sheet with the body parts in the wall. Cruel like that. If you think that this narrator is being cruel by telling, I cut the legs, I cut the arms, same thing. What he's doing, make it compact so it doesn't take a lot of space. So in that prison, when they just hit the body, what they'll do, they just put it on the toilet, they'll flush it down, and that body will disappear. That corpse will disappear. And no one would know anything. And it was a reality of what happened. So if you have an opportunity, you'll see the documentary. They'll explain a lot of things. It is very educational. It's good. It's a good documentary. Good documentary, and you're gonna see a lot of things of what happens, of what really happens inside the jail. Yeah.
It then already put the arm on the feet.
Yeah, he's gonna take out the floors, and you see the houses. Some of the houses are gonna be made of wood, and that wood. I'm gonna do my best to try to show it to you guys. Try to do my best. The floor, if you see it, it has like a floorboard like this. So if you look at the floor, that floor is gonna have what it's called those floorboards. So what he's gonna do is he's gonna take out the floorboards, and that's gonna have like a little space right there when you take that floorboard. So he's gonna take those pieces of that quartz, and he's gonna place them there. He's gonna get the floorboards, and he's gonna put them again the same way they were. And what happens? No one is gonna know. No one is gonna know that body is there. But it stinks. Yes, it does. So no one is gonna know, according to the narrator, that those parts are down there. Okay. Go ahead.
I pulled up 3 of the boards that formed the floor and put the pieces of the body there. Then I put the boards down again, carefully, so carefully that no human eye could see that they had been moved. As I finished this work, I heard that someone was at the door. It was now 4 o'clock in the morning.
When he was done, it was what time? 4 o'clock in the morning. So if he's starting doing this midnight, the elapsed since he began all the way till he ended 4 hours. Very important. In 4 hours he did all of this. And all of a sudden, this guy's gonna be finishing up. And he's gonna listen to a knock at the door. When he opens the door, what is it? 3 officers, 3 policemen. Now, we're gonna see if these policemen are gonna be able to find out. Let's go.
I had no fear, however, as I went down to open the door. 3 men were at the door, 3 officers of the police. One of the neighbors had heard the old man's cry and had called the police.
So who called the police? One of the neighbors apparently listened to the cry of the old man, and he called the police. Hey, something's happening in that house. Look what the narrator does.
These 3 had come to ask questions and to search the house. I asked the policeman to come in. The cry, I said, was my own, in a dream. The old man, I said, was away. He had gone to visit a friend in the country.
He said, the cry that the neighbors heard was mine. I was dreaming. The old man is just visiting a friend outside the country. Go ahead.
I took them through the whole house, telling them to search it all, to search well.
So the guy's gonna be, come on, I'll help you out with the investigation. And he's gonna take them out throughout the house to show them, hey, there's nothing to worry about here.
I led them finally into the old man's bedroom. After playing a game with them, I asked them to sit down and talk for a while. My easy, quiet manner made the policeman believe my story.
So this guy, calmly, if you see a guy that is not nervous, the guy is calm, policeman, there's nothing happening here. Go ahead.
So they sat talking with me in a friendly way. But although I answered them in the same way, I soon wished that they would go. My head hurt and there was a strange sound in my ears.
Wolf, remember what happened with the sense of the hearing. It is strong. Go ahead.
I talked more and faster. The sound became clearer. And still they sat and talked. Suddenly, I knew that the sound was not in my ears.
So the guy's right there talking to the officers. Everything is great. However, at the beginning, he didn't want the officers to go. But what happens now? Now he wants the officers to go because he's starting to hear something.
At that moment, I must have become quite white. I talked still faster and louder, and the sound too became louder. It was a quick, low, soft sound, like the sound of a clock heard through a wall. A sound I knew well. Louder.
Very
it became.
important. They're comparing the beat of the heart with the sound of a clock. Okay, that's a comparison there.
Louder it became and louder. Why did the men not go? Louder, louder. I stood up and walked quickly around the room.
Stop there. What could be a symbolism of the clock here? What happens with a clock? Time is ticking. Time is running out. Running out for what? You can interpret it in different ways. But you could use the clock as a symbolism, the heart as a symbolism. So you have several symbolisms here, okay?
I stood up and walked quickly through the room. I pushed my chair across the floor to make more noise, to cover that terrible sound. I talked even louder, and still the men sat and talked and smiled. Was it possible that they could not hear?
What could be a symbolism for the light that he used?
The life.
The what?
The light. What could be a symbolism? What could be a symbolism for the eye? When it opened, the eye. Let's go to the eye. What could- but what happens? Why? But what happens with the eye? Why he felt angry when the eye looked at him? It's like when you know that you're doing something wrong, because he killed him when the eye was looking at him in the 8th night. It's like, I know you're guilty, so I'm saying you're the only one that could accuse me of guilt. That eye is looking as an accusing eye of a guilt of that narrator. What do you have? Give me a break, Paula, so Paula can read the.
No, they heard. I was certain of it. They knew. Now it was they who were playing games with me.
Now this guy is thinking, well, these guys are playing games with me. They're hearing the sound, but they're not telling me nothing because they want to turn me, they want to get me crazy. So now look at the thoughts as they grow on and on.
I was suffering more than I could bear from their smiles and from that sound.
Now he's seeing like the policemen smiling and everything and saying, these guys are mocking me right here.
Louder, louder, louder. Suddenly I could bear it no longer. I pointed at the boards and cried, yes, yes, I killed them.
What happened? The narrator pointed at what? At the floorboards. Who pointed at the wall? Remember the narrator in the Black Cat? That he was using his stick at the wall and the officers searched and the woman was there, the corpse of his wife? Same thing with the Telltale Heart. Very similar to these two stories at the end. Go ahead.
Pull up the boards and you shall see. I killed him. But why does his heart not stop beating? Why does it not stop?
The beating of the heart is going to make the narrator confess the truth. However, what happens after he confesses the truth? The heart never stops beating. What do you think is the beating of the heart? Symbolizes
His guilt.
His guilt.
his guilt, the conscience of the narrator. When you do something bad, that conscience follows you and like makes you're like, man, I have to say the truth. Because it makes you reveal the truth. Very important, several symbolisms in this Telltale Heart. So basically that will be it for our third story, The Telltale Heart. Thank you.